Ever wondered what makes Chinese shoppers tick online, especially when buying stuff from overseas?
Well, buckle up because China's Cross Border Ecommerce Market, CBEC for short, is absolutely booming.
We're diving deep into a new report to see what's fueling this phenomenon.
It's called the 2024 China Cross Border Import E-commerce B2C Channel Shopper Trends White Paper. Catchy, right?
Definitely rolls right off the tongue. But in all seriousness, one thing that really jumped out at me was how buying imported products has become almost second nature for so many Chinese consumers.
It's true. It's gone way beyond a novelty. It's like their everyday routine now.
Yeah, it's no longer, ooh, something exotic. It's, hold on, I need my imported olive oil.
Exactly. That's a huge signal of how consumer behavior has fundamentally shifted.
And what's driving this shift?
Well, a few things. First off, the Chinese government is really pushing CBC supportive policies, incentives, you name it.
Makes sense. Little encouragement from the top never hurts.
Right. And then there's the whole logistics game. China's gotten incredibly efficient at getting those products from around the world into consumers' hands, faster and smoother than ever.
Can't underestimate the power of a well-oiled logistics machine. But let's not forget the sheer variety of products you can find through CBSE.
It's mind-boggling. The world is literally at your fingertips.
And here's the kicker. A whopping 80% of Chinese shoppers prefer buying imported goods through CBSE platforms, according to the white paper. That's huge.
It is huge, and it speaks volumes about the trust Chinese shoppers have in these online platforms. Authenticity is a major concern, and CBEC platforms really deliver on that front.
Makes sense. You want those Italian leather shoes. You want to know they're the real deal.
Absolutely. But it goes beyond just authenticity. CBSC platforms offer this curated, one-stop shopping experience. You've got exclusive product launches, competitive pricing, and it's just so convenient.
It's like having a global department store in your pocket.
Exactly. And to top it all off, China's constantly updating its list of products approved for CBS, making it even easier to find exactly what you're looking for.
They're really doubling down, adding new categories all the time.
They are. That commitment from the government makes a big difference, adds a layer of stability and credibility to this already booming market.
So we know Chinese shoppers are all over CBS. But what exactly does the typical CBE shopper look like? Yeah. Who are these folks driving this digital gold rush?
Well, the report paints a pretty interesting picture. Imagine like a young professional, maybe late 20s, early 40s, living in a big city like a tier 1 or one of those up-and-coming new tier 1 cities.
Okay, so we're talking folks who are plugged into the digital world.
Exactly. They're likely married, maybe have a kid or two. And here's the thing, they've got some serious spending power.
So they're not just browsing, they're buying.
Oh, yeah. And it's important to remember it's not just about their demographics, age, location. It's also their psychographics, their values, what they aspire to.
Right, like what makes them tick?
Exactly. They're young at heart, optimistic about the future, fiercely independent. They want the good life, and they're not afraid to go after it.
Sounds like they're saying, we're making our own destiny, and we want the best products from around the globe to be a part of it.
Hit the nail on the head. They're discerning, these shoppers. They do their research, compare prices, read those reviews. They're not messing around.
So informed consumers who value quality, authenticity, they're not just clicking on the first flashy banner ad they see.
Not at all. They're looking for an experience, a connection with the brand. This is where understanding those different shopper profiles gets really interesting, especially for brands trying to make a splash in this market.
You're talking about those 4 distinct CBEC shopper archetypes the white paper identified.
You got it. First up, the quality seeker. These are the shoppers who are all about that premium lifestyle. High-quality goods, they'll pay a premium, no problem.
Makes sense. Think luxury brands, top-of-the-line electronics, that sort of thing.
Exactly. But it's not all about luxury, right? We've got a whole spectrum of shoppers. Next, we've got the discerning researcher. These are the detectives of the CBEC world. They're all about information, product details, price comparisons, reviews. They devour it all.
So, no shady marketing tactics. Brands need to bring the transparency with this group.
100%. Then you've got the interest explorer. They're driven by curiosity. They love discovering new things, think unique products, captivating brand stories, anything that sparks that sense of, wow, I've never seen this before.
It's like that thrill of the hunt, right? Finding those hidden gems.
Exactly. And then we have the authenticity pursuer. They're like the fact checkers of the CBEC world. Super savvy, always on the lookout for anything that seems off. User reviews, supply chain transparency, authentic product details, that's what they're looking for.
So it's less about impulse buying and more about making informed decisions. Trust is key for them.
100%. But how do brands actually connect with all these different shoppers? It's like having all the ingredients for an amazing meal, but needing the recipe to bring it all together.
Okay, so what's the secret sauce? What does the white paper say?
Well, it talks about two main drivers of the CBE shopper journey: people finding products and products attracting people.
Okay, I think I get people finding products. That's like, I need new running shoes. I go online, type it in, and boom, I've got a million options.
Exactly. But it's not just about having a search bar. It's about the platform making that search as smooth as possible. Optimized search functions, well-organized product pages, the works.
Makes sense. You don't want shoppers getting lost in the digital aisles, right?
Right. And that's where products attracting people comes in. Think about those short form videos you see everywhere online, especially on platforms like Douyin. They're designed to grab your attention.
And then there's live streaming, which has become huge.
Yeah.
You've got these charismatic influencers showcasing products in real time, creating that I gotta have it now feeling.
Exactly. It's about sparking that interest, pulling shoppers into a world of products they maybe didn't even know they needed.
So it's less about shoppers searching for a specific product and more about the product finding them.
You got it. And what's really interesting is that the white paper emphasizes how much interest drives purchases for Chinese CBEC shoppers. It's not just about fulfilling a need anymore, it's about connecting with something exciting, something new.
It's about that feeling of, this brand gets me, or this product is speaking directly to my soul.
Exactly. And that's why having an omni-channel strategy is so crucial. It's about weaving together content-driven experiences, those short videos, live streams, influencer collaborations, with more traditional tactics like search engine optimization, compelling product descriptions, and a visually appealing online store.
So it's not one or the other, it's both, working together in perfect harmony.
Beautifully said. And this approach is more important than ever when you look at some of the emerging trends shaping the Chinese CBEC market. The report highlights how shoppers are increasingly looking beyond basic functionality. They want products tailored to their specific needs and wants.
Okay, I'm really curious, what does that look like in the real world?
Take the dietary and nutrition category, for example. People aren't just grabbing any old vitamin off the shelf anymore. They want personalized supplements. We're talking special formulations, high-quality ingredients, products designed for specific needs, whether it's age-related, lifestyle-related, you name it. In fact, the report mentioned that 46% of shoppers prefer these specialized supplements. It's like having a personal nutritionist in a bottle.
That's incredible. I can definitely see the appeal. So what about other categories?
Well, in the mother and baby category, hypoallergenic products are having a serious moment. Apparently, a whopping 90% of parents are super focused on making sure the products they use on their babies won't cause allergies, at least according to a recent survey.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Parents want the absolute best for their little ones.
No.
It's a no-brainer.
Totally. Moving on to beauty and personal care, two trends really jumped out: natural and eco-friendly products, and then on the flip side, limited edition items.
So it's like this interesting balance between sustainability and exclusivity.
Exactly. And last but not least, in the fashion world, think shoes, clothes, bags. Influencer marketing reigns supreme. People are drawn to brands that tell a story, offer unique styles, something that helps them express their individuality.
So it's about buying into a lifestyle, not just a product.
100%. And that's why understanding the Chinese CBA shopper, what they're looking for, what makes them tick, is crucial for any brand that wants to succeed in this market.
This has been an incredible deep dive. We've learned so much about the Chinese CBAC market, the shoppers, the trends, and what it takes to win in this exciting landscape.
It's a fascinating space, that's for sure.
It really is. So as we wrap up, what's one key takeaway for our listeners to remember?
I think the biggest takeaway is that the Chinese CBEC market is brimming with opportunity. But to truly succeed, you need to understand the nuances of this market and be willing to adapt. The Chinese consumer is savvy, informed, and always on the lookout for something special.
So true. Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. Thanks for joining us.